Hi, it's Danielle. This is my perfume journal where I document my love of perfume. And today I am setting up my perfume tray for the month of May. So, first up on the tray is Felicia Roses from the Happy line by Chopard. This is one of the three perfumes in the line. I have two of the three from this line, and they are definitely up there with some of my best affordable gem blind buys. So, Felicia Roses is a bright, sparkly, bubbly rose. It's like somebody plopped a raspberry and a rose petal in a glass of rosé champagne. If you've ever tried Pink Me Up from Atelier des Ors, but you didn't love the price tag on that perfume, this perfume would be a great affordable alternative to that. And I think Chopard perfumes are overall really, really good quality. So this is just a really nice, happy, bubbly, sparkly raspberry rose. So next is the classic, the original Lovely from Sarah Jessica Parker. This is most definitely an all year round perfume, but I personally reach for this one most frequently in the spring and the early summer. This is a really nice, clean, musky floral that features green apple, some lavender, and narcissus. And I love narcissus in a perfume. But when I first tried Lovely, I really did not like it very much at all. I thought it was kind of like too sharp of a floral. But as it happens to many of us, this perfume that I hastily wrote off ended up becoming a true, true love. And I had a travel of this and I blew through it and it turned into a full bottle, as you can see. I just feel like this is a crisp white shirt kind of a scent. It's like very classic smelling in terms of the composition as a musky whitish floral. It's the original in the Lovely line, of which there are now many, many flankers. And if you have not seen it yet, there is a big revival slash resurgence of the Sarah Jessica Parker line featuring Sarah Jessica Parker herself on their Instagram page. And what I'm hoping that this means is that the new releases are going to go back to having her direct involvement in the creative vision of the scents, because to me, that is when Sarah Jessica Parker perfumes were at their best, giving us things like Lovely and Stash and Covet. So if you haven't checked out the SJP Instagram page, go check it out because they seem to be having a big revival and I'm excited about it. Okay, next is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. This is Melograno from Santa Maria Novella. This is another excellent year-round perfume, but I think this one really shines in the warmer months. It is a very vintagey take on a soapy, clean fragrance. So Melograno means pomegranate, but I don't get pomegranate or fruit in this at all. Instead, I think the florals and the spices come together to create that soapy clean aspect that this fragrance has. This doesn't smell like squeaky clean, like more modern soapy scents. Like if you think about Blanche from Byredo, it doesn't smell like that. It doesn't smell like laundry powder or dryer sheets or laundry soap. This smells more like a bar of very fine Castile soap, like a handmade bar of Castile soap. And then in the dry down, you get this mossiness that comes through. And that is the part that erases the squeaky clean and gives this composition like more earthiness, more grounding, more depth. This is not like a light, ethereal, cloud-like, powdery, soapy perfume. This has like a nice heft to it that holds up in the heat. That's why I like to wear this in the summer. It also holds up in the cold, but I love it in the heat. It's so good. And it smells classic and elegant, and it's totally, totally unisex in the way that it doesn't lean masculine coded or feminine coded in any way, like at all. So even though Melograno is always sitting on my frequent reach tray, I am moving it to the May perfume tray just to give it a little extra love this month. So next is a perfume that I neglected to include in my perfume collecting for regular people video for April. I completely forgot about it. And so I'm going to put it on my tray for May, but it is Prada's La Femme. And I had wanted to try this for a long time, so I picked up a little decant and it did not disappoint. This is that profile that I love, the creamy, fresh floral. This has frangipani and tuberose and ylang ylang and vanilla, but the secret ingredient here that makes it really special is beeswax. So it does have a little bit of that honeyed quality to it, but less on the like syrupy, gooey side and more on like the true waxy honeycomb side. The tropical florals never feel heavy or overly heady. They're just like perfectly dosed to give that creamy floral feel, but also remain really, really fresh. This is a perfume that lasts forever. You only need a couple of sprays to enjoy it for the entire day. And I think this is probably going to end up, if I had to predict, as a full bottle. I can see this becoming one of those perfumes that I reach for when I'm really not sure what to wear. And I feel like this is just a good staple perfume to have in your collection when you're feeling indecisive and you just want to reach for something that you know is going to smell good and make you feel good. Okay, next up is another rose perfume for this month. This is Rose Extase from Nina Ricci, unfortunately discontinued. I bought my bottle secondhand. You can still find this on secondhand sites at pretty good prices. And caveat, as always, approach secondhand sellers with caution. There are unfortunately now a lot of scammers out there. So you have to be a little bit careful when you're buying secondhand. But this definitely came from a seller that I could trust, and I know that this is authentic. So this is a really nice, fresh, powdery floral. This to me smells exactly like a cold glass of rose milk. This is light and airy, but it definitely has a little bit of like a milky, creamy quality to it. Not lactonic, like it doesn't smell like dairy, but there's just something about this that comes off like rose milk to me. There's a little bit of raspberry in this, so it has a slight fruity element to it and some very, very light woodiness in the base that just kind of holds it up and makes it last all day. Nina Ricci perfumes are lovely, beautiful scents. I'm really coming around to this brand. I don't know how they escaped me all these years. This perfume came out in 2017, but I only just discovered it in the last couple of years. This is also a Francis Kurkdjian creation, and it's just really such a pretty, pretty rose perfume. Next up on the tray is a perfume that had been my signature scent for many years. And over the last few years, I feel like I've really neglected it. This is Blackberry and Bay from Jo Malone. This is a very fresh, very tart, very green, fruity floral. This is mostly blackberry, grapefruit, bay leaf with a little bit of vetiver in the base. I'm sure there are more notes, but that's what I smell from it. This is a Fabrice Pellegrin creation for Jo Malone that came out in 2012. And I know it says blackberry, but what I really get from this is black currant. It definitely can come off a little bit like that peepy floral kind of quality that you either love or you hate in a perfume. Some people are really turned off by black currant. They often think that it actually smells like cat pee, which I can totally see. I call these pee-pee florals because sometimes the combination of blackcurrant and certain florals can give a bit of a Uranus quality to a perfume. I don't hate that because it doesn't smell like actual like animal urine to me. It just gives like a sharpness and a tartness to the perfume that I personally find very enjoyable, but I can totally see how this would not be for everyone. I adore the grapefruit note in this perfume. It is very sour and rindy and pithy, which is exactly how I prefer my citruses. And then the bay leaf adds that aromatic quality that makes this like signature Jo Malone. So I thought it was time to bring one of my old-time signature scents back out onto the May perfume tray and give it a little bit more love. And then finally, I'm throwing a new sample on the tray this month. This is Florabloom from the Absolus Allegoria line from Guerlain. So first there was Florabloom from Aqua Allegoria, then there was Florabloom Forte from Aqua Allegoria, and now there's Florabloom from Absolus Allegoria. What are these brands doing to us? This is a 2025 Delphine Gel creation. It's got mango, ylang ylang, tuberose, some frankincense, rose, sandalwood, patchouli. I am assuming it is just yet a stronger version of the original Florabloom and then Florabloom Forte. So there will never come a time where I'm not excited to smell a new Guerlain, especially when it is in any one of their Allegoria lines, because I always find their Allegoria perfumes very, very interesting and often very beautiful. So looking forward to giving this one a try and giving it a proper wear sometime during the month of May. So that is everything that's on my tray for the month of May. Feeling like this is going to be a fresh and floral, pretty kind of a month. And I even love the way all of these bottles look together. So I'd love to know what you're putting on your tray for the month of May, if you keep a perfume tray, or what you might be planning to wear. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks for spending your time here with me. And thank you for chatting perfumes with me in the comments. I hope you have a really, really great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.